In this video, we are going to explore product costs and the potential profit you can make from selling your 3D printed items by using a spreadsheet. Once we are in our spreadsheet, we will see that there are some cells that are filled in already and some cells that we will fill in. The first thing we need to think about is the cost that it will take to print your 3D items. There's the cost of the 3D printer, the cost of the electricity, and the cost of the filament. For this video, we will only focus on the cost of the filament and not the cost of the 3D printer or the electricity to run the machine. The average cost for a roll of filament is about $20 for a 1 kilogram roll. So I'm going to put $20 in cell B2. All right, that's the cost for one roll of filament. You can also put $20, or if you know the actual cost for a roll of filament that you are using, you can put that amount. When purchasing filament, it is labeled by how much the filament on the roll weighs. So the next cell we will enter is the number of grams of filament per roll. Most standard rolls of filament contain 1 kilogram of filament, which is 1,000 grams. Sometimes the rolls are smaller and will contain 5/10 of a kilogram, for example, which is 500 grams. For this cell, I will enter 1,000 for a standard 1 kilogram roll. If the roll you are using has a different amount, put that number of grams in this cell. The next cell we will work with is the cost per gram of filament. We are going to use a formula to do the calculation for us. We will take the cost of the roll and divide by the number of grams to get the cost per gram. That is the cost for 1 gram. So first, we're going to type an equal sign. All right, this will indicate that we are using a formula. So in cell B4, I put an equal sign. The cost of the roll is in B2, so I'm going to type in B2. And the number of grams in the roll is in B3. So I'm going to type the division symbol and then B3, right? And type enter. All right, the number that shows up is the cost per gram, which is the cost for 1 gram of filament, which in my case is 2 cents per gram. If your numbers are different, you will have a different amount here. I want to point out that some rows are green and others are red, and we did that just to indicate the green cells are those that you will be entering numbers, and the red cells will have formulas in them. So if you click on this cell, you will see the formula here. It says equal sign B2 divided by B3. So that is $20 divided by 1,000 is going to be 2 cents. The next cell we are going to enter is the number of grams that our designed item will take to print. We will get this number from Kirimoto. If you have already done that lesson, remember that we had a goal to keep the print under 8 grams. My print was 4.4 grams, but you will enter the amount for your design. If you haven't completed the lesson yet, that's okay. You can just put in 8 grams for now. But for mine, I'm going to put 4.4 and then hit enter. All right, now we are going to calculate the cost of the filament for one item that we print. To do that, we will use another formula. Go into the cell next to unit cost and type an equal sign. So we're going to take the cost for 1 gram and we're going to multiply that by the number of grams. All right, so in this case, I clicked on the cell. You can either click on the cell or you can type in the cell. So for mine, I typed in equal sign B4, which is 2 cents per gram, times B5, which was 4.4 grams. So hit enter, and the unit cost is 9 cents. So for one keychain that I designed, it's going to take 9 cents worth of filament to print that design. All right, so just to recap from the beginning, we have the cost for 1 roll of filament, the grams per roll. Then we did a formula to figure out the cost for 1 gram of filament. Then we figured out how many grams of filament we needed for our print that we designed. And then we figured out how much it costs to print one of our designs. All right, once you have that done, you are ready for the next step. Thanks for watching.